let's see if this works. I have been having a ton of technology issues today. So I have a little question for you. Are you currently using, is your to-do list on like maybe scrap pieces of paper like this, like my notepad, or maybe is it on Aqua Notes from your shower like me? Or do you create your to-do list on one of like hundreds of different apps on your phone or your computer? Now, is your system actually working for you and helping you get your work done? Mine wasn't. I needed something more flexible. And I'm going to tell you what that is in a minute, but I have a question for you, and let's see if my Stream Deck works here. Yes, it's working now. So the question that I have, can you just write it in the comments? What do you currently use to track your to-dos? Again, it could be anything from paper to an app on your phone or your computer. Let me know in the comments what you currently use. And while you're typing, I am going to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Stephanie Giesecke, the founder of Sparkle, Rise, Thrive, and my business is all about providing tools and resources to women entrepreneurs to help them build, grow, and scale their business. And what I'm going to show you today is going to help you in all areas of your business. And I'm looking at some of the comments here, and yes, Marcus is saying that sometimes his to-do list is somewhere in his head sometimes. I hear you. I have it like everywhere. But I want to see if this is going to work now. Okay, so what I'm going to introduce you to is this amazing productivity system that I found earlier this year. And actually, I could not get this to work on my Stream Deck, but I think this calls for some fireworks. Woo! All right, so now that we've done with the fireworks, I am obviously so excited about this system that I want to tell you about. But first, I need to back up a little bit. I have had ADHD my whole life, so I have spent over 4 decades, 4 decades fighting against all distractions, like just constantly distracted, and I should have had my squirrel out. It's in the... he's over here in the drawer, but I have a little squirrel hand puppet. But so I am constantly getting distracted, and I've always tried to just fight it. But what I decided at the beginning of this year is just to embrace it. And why don't I find systems that actually work with my brain and not against it? So I read an article from this amazing woman who runs Nest Labs. Her name is Ann Lahr, and she talked about interstitial journaling. And I'm like, interstitial journaling, what on earth is that? And I also had to look up how to say it too. But it's a productivity technique that was created by Tony Stubblebine. And what he said is it's a way to take your to-do list or take note-taking, tasks, time tracking, and bundle it all into this interstitial journaling. And how he used it is when he took breaks throughout the day, that's when he would write different things or look at his tasks or take a look at this time tracking or some note taking. But I don't do that. I use it to actually do my work. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Let's head on over. Oh, this worked again. Sorry, I'm so excited about my technology working, but I can't tell you what all happened today. I'll tell you, maybe I'll put it in the comments later after I do some stuff with the video. But so here's what I'm going to show you. I do this in Roam Research, but you can do interstitial journaling in any note app that you have and even on a piece of paper. But the reason why I do it in Roam Research is because that's what I use anyway, and it's an amazing program. I'm going to do some videos on that too later. But so let me show you how I do this interstitial journaling in Roam Research. So I'm going to move this so it's out of the way so you can see it better. So in Roam Research, I have my daily notes open, and today obviously is September 2nd. So what I usually start to do is, and let me talk about the 3 things. So we're going to talk about tracking your to-dos, looking at your current time, and then your notes. So this first thing, in the morning, I just come in here and I just plop things down. I was like, what do I have to do today? And I just remembered one right now, so I'm just gonna add it in here. It's another reason why I love Rome Research is you could just add it in. So I just do the / and there's my to-do there. And I forgot to put our supper in the crock pot, so I'm gonna have to use the Instant Pot, and I have to set some timers for that. So I'm just gonna put set timers for supper. So that will remind me that I need to do that. Okay, so let's get back to this morning. So I just dumped in a bunch of things that I wanted to get done today. And I also look at my calendar because there's certain things I have in my calendar that I know have to get done, and I will pull them into here. So one of the things was pull some of my Instagram reel ideas and take them from my drafts folder in my phone and then schedule them out for next week. So you can see I haven't checked it off yet, so I haven't done it today, or I haven't done it today yet. But I was working a lot on finalizing my show flow outline, which you'll see here. And these are the to-dos. And now I'm going to show you kind of tracking your current time. So the to-do thing, that was easy. So how can that help you get more done with just having your to-do list there? That's not what interstitial journaling is all about. I mean, it's not just the one thing it's about. It's that combination of those three things. So when I was working on finalizing my show flow outline, I'm going to expand this for you. So I put down what time I currently started working on that at. And with Rome, it's easy to do. I'll show you how I did it. You just do a / and then you do current time, and it plops in what the current time is. So that's what I did earlier today. So you can see at 8:30 is when I started working on the live stream. And then I ended at 9:47. And to get that, when I was done working on it, I just did the / current time again. Now this is gonna be, I didn't clean this up because normally I would have created beautiful pages for you so you could see exactly what it's supposed to look like, but that's not real life. I wanna show you all the messiness that my interstitial journaling is. So you can see it doesn't have to be perfect and cute. So finalize show flow outline. Let me expand this and show you. Oh gosh, I do have this in here. So I went to check something at 8:51 in Facebook to see if things were scheduled properly in there for today's live. And I kind of went down a Facebook little rabbit hole looking at some other things. I'm like, oh no, I got to get back to working on my live stream. So I put that in there because sometimes you want to see where you're getting distracted throughout the day, and it helps keep me accountable. Then I was working on my graphic. So again, I did the current time and then the ending time. And then again, with Rome Research, I just put down, I put some of the other tasks that I needed to do. Like here's all the lower thirds that I wanted to create. And you could have created those as to-do lists so you could check them off. But again, with my brain, I don't want to get too distracted. So I didn't want to go in and like put those all as to-dos. I'm just like, oh, here's all that I need to do. And then I went in and actually did it. So what I'll show you too is, so when we looked at our to-dos, and then here's how you could track your current time. But then also, let me show you the notes. So I am going to show you something that's so messy. I can't believe I'm going to show you this. Okay, wait, let me back up one thing. I just saw something I wanted to show you. When I was working on my graphics, my son sent me a text of an image and a link of something he wanted for Christmas gifts. So with Rome, I just went down here and I typed in the double brackets and wrote Christmas gifts because then that creates a new page for me. So then I put the link to the golf pants that he actually wanted. And then I just went right back to working on my graphics. So that's how it helps me with my ADHD. It helps me just start work on things. But then also when I get distracted or remember something else that's not even anything to do with what I'm working on, I can just go and plop it down here. So you saw me plop it down there. And then I just get on to working on what else I was doing. So I remember on August 20th, I was doing a bunch of scripts for a new program I have coming out. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a quick link here. I think it was the 20th. So it'll pull up all the pages that I have currently. And then I just clicked it. And let's go over there. It'll make it easy for us to see. So I was working on my Leveled Up Lead Magnet program. And I was working on not just building the course pages, but the graphics, the workbook, the videos. So I had down here, here's the pages of the workbook I need to work on, and then all the text. And then I also had, I think, sorry, that wasn't the workbook. I had the pages of the workbook here, and then I had all my text, and then I have my video scripts and all the information here. And you'll see some days I'm better than others with tracking my time, but for this, I didn't track my time on here. Inside this program, I tracked it over on my daily notes page, and I don't always track my time. So this is not a rigid system. You could track your time if you want, if that helps you. Sometimes you don't have to. There are people out there that are constantly tracking every single minute of the day, but that's not what I use this for. Again, I'm using it to keep track of my to-dos, trying to look a little bit at the current time, how long it takes me to work on certain projects so I can better plan for next time, and then the notes, so building stuff in here and letting my mind wander, of course. And you also see in here, I saw on, I think it was an eCam or was it a live stream? It was in the eCam group. Someone posted, when I went down my little Facebook hole, somebody posted, oh, here's some cute set designs, or here's a website. So instead of distracting me way up here, I just plopped it down here with, oh, here's my video set design, and I already had a page created because I have some other things sitting out there. So with interstitial journaling, it just helps you be able to stay working on what you are currently working on, but then also if you have a random thought or think of something else, you could just plop it up here, plop it down there. I mean, it just really, really helps me be very productive because I'm not stopping and saying, okay, wait a minute. If I was in Evernote or something, okay, if I have to look at a Christmas list, what folder do I have it in? Do I have to write it on a piece of paper? Is it on my notes app, on my phone? With using Rome Research and this interstitial journaling combined, I just plop it on here, then I can go later. And if I want to then take, because my husband and I, we share the Christmas list for our kids on our notes app, I'll just go in here into Christmas gifts once a week and then see if there's anything new on there and then put it in the notes app. So that it doesn't, again, distract me. If I go on my phone, and then I'll go into TikTok. Actually, TikTok, I save that for a treat at the end of the day. So I don't do that during the day, but you'll just get distracted with other things on your phone. So this helps you stay focused and get more things done, and I love it. And I didn't want this to turn into a Rome tutorial. I just wanted to quickly show you how I use interstitial journaling to keep me focused on what I'm doing today. And let me tell you, when I was having all those technology issues today, it was so nice to be able to have it all here in Rome Research and to look at the things that I needed to do next, like doing the graphics. So then after I was done with all of that, then I could go work on all of my technology issues. So as we talked about, with our interstitial journaling, we can track our to-dos. You can work on your timing, so your start and end time to things. And then you could also use it for notes. So there were some times, and I wish I should have looked that up. There are some pages in my notes where I did go and say, or I went through and after I was done with a project, I'm like, okay, how do I feel after this project? Like, oh, I'm so relieved that it's done, or oh, I wish I could have done something else, or I wish I want to build a different version for this, so I'll work on that for version 2. So I have done a little bit of that, and I want to get better at it. So I'm not a total, what would you say, a journaling, not enthusiast, but a journaling like perfectionist. Yeah, Marcus, all in one place. But I will think of the word later. I can't, but like not a nativist, but someone that just does exactly what you're supposed to with journaling. I'm just all over the place, and it works with my brain. So I hope that this was helpful for you. So it helps you see what interstitial journaling is and how you can leverage it with not just tracking your to-dos, but tracking your time, doing your notes, and actually doing your work and using Rome Research, because that's one of my favorite programs ever. But if you want to see any more videos like this, I have my Hopper, I should say like my Hopper, but you could subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get notified of some of the videos I have coming up. I am recording like crazy. I've got a lot of content to put out there, and I'm excited to share it with you to help you build, grow, and scale your business. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm just going to check the comments quick to see if oh yes, John, you said you use your notes app on your iPhone. You're right, there isn't an undo button, and an undo button is so helpful. I can't tell you how many times that I actually use an undo button. So with Rome Research, there is an undo button, but you're right, in notes, I think there's got to be. I don't know, I'm going to look that up, or maybe just use a different notes app on your iPhone. But thank you everybody for joining me today. And again, subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this, similar content, and I will see you later.